And a look behind the curtain here. Final preparations for the challenge ahead. Hoping to come out of the gates strong. The sprawling metropolis of Dallas, Texas is our setting tonight, as seen from above. Greetings, everyone. Glad to have you here with us on this Wednesday night edition of the NBA on 2K Sports. Kevin Harlan here with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg, and our sideline reporter is David Aldridge. And a quick look here at some of the numbers for Doncic.
And he's gone dry over the past 10 games, guys. His scoring is way down, and he can't seem to fight his way out of the slump. He better get it going tonight, or they'll start losing patience with him.
And nothing tips off a broadcast like getting the lowdown. Well, the Nuggets lucky to have him. Thanks, David. Now let's take a look at Denver's opening lineup. The backcourt is Murray and Harris. Millsap and Jokic, the big men. And it's Barton in at the 3, the small forward. And for the Mavericks, inside of the 4 and the 5, Porzingis and Powell. Tim Hardaway Jr. out there with Doncic. And it's Finney-Smith in at the 3 slot.
And the Mavericks seem to have done the hard part, acquiring a potential franchise player in Luka Doncic.
And you know, guys, we've seen it, but in this league, 1 star isn't enough. That's why I think the trade for Porzingis was a good gamble. If he can stay healthy, they have an inside-outside star combo to build on.
Deep 2 from Murray. Wow, way off on that one. From deep, an absolute bomb from three-point range.
You know, so active on the offensive end is Hardaway Jr. You can tell he feels comfortable taking quick shots like that one.
Poke loose. And it's the Mavericks on the break. Powell, that's good.
Well, so often we see this, transition buckets off turnovers.
And we know turnovers are painful and costly. You get loose with the ball on one end and get punished on the other end.
So for the Nuggets, their last game, a win against the Hawks. Harris passes to Jokic. He dishes it to Murray. The kick out to Barton. Some nice ball movement by the Nuggets. 5 on the clock. In the corner, it's Harris. Can they get it? The Mavericks pull it in. This game coming on the heels of their win against Chicago.
Yeah, and that one, their intensity on the offensive end was not matched by their opponent. That led to some easy buckets.
Yeah, you know, you can't allow them to get into a rhythm on offense. Once that happens, then you're in trouble.
Timeout is called. First of the game for the Nuggets.
And as Dirk Nowitzki walks off into the sunset, the Mavericks seem to have found their next European superstar in Luka Doncic. The number 3 pick in last year's draft had a rookie season for the ages.
And in the first, a little over a minute and a half in. Murray kicks to Barton. And a miss there on the triple.
Boy, they dodged one there, guys. I mean, he got the wide open look that he wanted, just didn't knock it down.
And Doncic, the EuroLeague MVP, led Real Madrid to a title. EuroLeague Finals MVP, all at the tender age of 19.
Incredibly accomplished. Despite that, slipped a little bit in the draft into the waiting arms of the Mavs, who moved up 2 spots to get him.
The Nuggets shooting their initial free throws of the game right here.
And I think this is a strength of this team. Solid numbers at the line across the board, 77% collectively.
And they've made progress in that department from last season going into this one, guys. I mean, the numbers have improved.
Here's Murray after Luka Doncic's bucket, and another miss by Denver.
You know, that's a quick 0 for 4 now. At what point do you call a timeout and reset?
Yeah, great outside shooting, really fueling this run.
Outside Millsap. Basket is good. The assist from Harris.
And boy, did they need that one. Their first make in the 5 field goal attempts they've had.
And Doncic gets it to go.
They're getting a lot of their points outside the paint. 3 of their last 5 baskets are from three-point range.
Here's Barton. Out of bounds. Dallas will take possession.
And a moment here to look at the numbers for Harris. Averaging about 11 points, 3 rebounds, and 2 assists. and every team in the league needs shooting. That's what he brings coming off the pine.
Yeah, there's always a demand for shooters, man. Half jumper will travel, I'm telling you. Most championship teams, they have a bunch of those guys who can put it in the basket.
Ball's knocked loose, and we're going to have a jump ball. It's tied up there. So it's Denver now. Got a piece of it. Millsap passes it to Murray. And it's out of bounds. The Nuggets able to retain possession here. And a quick look now at the NBA scoring leaders. Third is Luka Doncic.
And his contribution to his team offensively cannot be understated. He is always leading the way for them with his ability to put up points.
Finney-Smith can't get it to go.
He missed that one, but I've seen him drill shots from that distance in warm-ups.
Well, that looked to me, guys, like a heat check and was maybe a step out of his range.
Here's Murray. Porzingis with the block.
Tell you what, Porzingis showing great timing as the anchor of the defense there.
And Doncic gets it to go.
And this is the game plan for him. He's a big part of their floor spacing.
And you know what? It's all about the long-distance game for him tonight. He's getting it done from out there.
Time called here. The Nuggets decide to talk it over. They are coming off that win against Atlanta.
Well, you look at the points they produced in that game. Great adjustments on the offensive end.
Well, it's really hard to stop them when they're in a groove offensively, and they were in a comfort zone all game long in that one.
Really left alone that time. Doncic has got 19 points. And a chance now to catch up on some numbers here. The hustle stats for the Mavericks.
Boy, they've really amped up the pressure at the defensive end, guys, and have piled up the steals in the early going.
And also, how about the fact defensively they're getting that backboard and getting out in transition, especially in this first half.
And it's the Nuggets with the ball, following the score by Dallas. Back to Murray. Just 5 to shoot to stop the drought. It's rebounded by Dallas.
Well, I'll tell you what, he's going to buy himself a ticket to the bench if he keeps shooting it like that. He has been putrid here this quarter.
I like their focus coming in. Terrific execution so far.
And, you know, it's an all-out effort they've come in with. Very aggressive offense so far.
Here's Millsap. Porzingis with the block. And it goes out of bounds. That one off Porzingis. For 3, Harris. Scouting reports very detailed, Clark. Talk about the types of insights those scouting reports would reveal about your team and your opposition.
Typically player tendencies and team tendencies.